Hello, hello, construction professionals. Welcome to the podcast where we flip the script on what it means to live, breathe, and lead construction today. In this podcast series, we unpack how great construction can really be when you lead with humanity, put people first, and drop the bullshit of the way it's always been done. Our world has changed, our conversations have changed, and it's time construction catches up. What's going on, folks? Jonathanacinelli, another episode. People first, then construction. Thank you. Thanks for making this possible. Thanks for making these episodes happen. Thanks for tuning in, because without you, none of this would have been possible. And truthfully, it's because of you I'm here. And it's because of you I'm sharing this cool information. Today we're talking about the root of all good. This is tremendously exciting. Look, I am a strong believer in wellness. Holistically, we're talking mentally, physically, spiritually, and everything in between. Now, something that I am a big fan of, and I've talked about it so many times in the past, is TurmeriX. We are talking about, it's the magic ingredient for me. It is the thing that keeps me healthy, reduces inflammation, makes me feel great, boosts my immune system, and I'm not the expert here. But you know who is? Linda Downey. And that's why she's on the show today. Linda Downey works for Ocean Sales, headquartered out of Calgary, and she's a business development manager. Ocean Sales is a proud exclusive distributor of TurmeriX, which is a naturally blended turmeric health supplement produced in Australia and approved by the Australian Health and Health Canada. These are like two of the most dynamic, robust, hard to penetrate market segments. We're not just talking about another supplement on the market that's going to make you feel bigger. We're talking about something that actually does what it says it's going to do. Linda's been the regional trainer and sales manager for Ocean Sales for a while. She was at the Calgary Stampede when she was introduced to TurmeriX. Being very health conscious, she was just in a serious vehicle accident and she had a neck injury, and she'll take us into that story. But what happened there was the pain she was experiencing was tremendous migraines. And after taking TurmeriX for 10 days, she felt that was so magical that she called the company and said, I want to know everything that is about this product. Now, her story is similar to my story, where not that I had a serious accident. I tried the product, I believed in the product, and I reached out and said, tell me everything there is to know about this product. And now I'm sharing it with you, because that's what's important. When we know knowledge and things that serve us well, shame on us for not sharing with other great human beings. So tune in, because TurmeriX is, in my mind, the secret weapon. This is the supplement that is more than a supplement. It's recommended by doctors. It's approved by Health Canada. By the end of this show, my God, you'll have a different perspective on things. I promise you that. Thanks for being a part of this. Linda unpacks with us everything there is to TurmeriX and more. What else we need to look for when we're looking for supplements. Extract versus whole foods. And just because you're taking a supplement, are you complementing it with the right tools to help it do its job? Thankfully, TurmeriX has taken all that into consideration and has made it super seamless for us. I speak no more, and I'll volley this one right over to Linda. Okay, Linda, this is exciting. Thanks for your patience.
I'm so excited, Jonathan. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we navigated through some technological issues. So folks out there listening, there's nothing worse than that anxiety that sort of kicks in just before you push the green light go button and technology doesn't do what we expect it to do.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. Listen, we are here today, Linda. This is super special. We're talking about a product that I wholeheartedly believe in. It has been miraculous for me. I think it needs to be. I talk about it so frequently. And yet I still don't do it justice, which is why you're here today, to really bring us into everything there is. So without that, I'm going to volley it right over you. Tell us about TurmeriX. Tell us all about it.
You know what? Absolutely. TurmeriX actually was originated in Australia. So it started in Australia by a gentleman that actually had broken his ankle and arthritis had set in about 7 years ago. He had heard so many great benefits about turmeric. He had consulted with some, professionals, medical professionals, and put together what we believe is the perfect blend It has 12 ingredients in it. It's very bioavailable, so it really works quickly on absorption. You really get all of the added ingredients to work as a nutritional balance to really give you an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. I can just go on and on with how many benefits it actually does.
But I think that's something very important to note, right? It's an antioxidant, it's an anti-inflammatory. So really, it takes away that joint pain, it takes away that swelling and inflammation. For me, it's the immune system boosting. But it's like, when I feel sort of something coming on, I take sort of an extra shot of it. I take the powder formation of it, and I'll take it in the morning, and I'll also take it if I can feel like there's something not sitting right, I'll take it. Or inclusive of, after a hard physically demanding day, I find for me, it's that anti-inflammatory properties. It's that, that inflammation, that swelling, it really helps me recover and sort of reduce the impact. That's the magical benefits for me.
Jonathan, we get so many testimonials from our customers that are using this product. And later on, I'm going to actually, tell you some of the testimonials that we received. But when you think about what inflammation causes, it really causes 99% of one's pain. So whether it shows up in arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, MS, type 2 diabetics, joint pain, as you had mentioned, it protects the liver. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It even shows that it breaks through the blood-brain barrier. So it even helps people with depression and anxiety. It has so many benefits to it. And turmeric is not new. It's been around for thousands of years. There are different grades of turmeric, and that is what not everybody is aware of. The two most common turmeric blends, or the two most turmeric formulas, are Aleppo and Madras. And we source the highest grade of turmeric that there is, which is called the Aleppo. It actually comes from a region in India called the Kerala region.
Okay, so there's something really to pivot to, right? Because people hear the word turmeric and they think, okay, all turmeric is equal and all turmeric reduces that inflammation and swelling. And again, what you're amplifying and reiterating here is it's not always that simple. And TurmeriX has something special. I mean, what we call the X factor. And I'd like to pivot to that because I think that is very important on what we're talking about right now. So tell me a little bit about the X factor.
Yeah, so with the X factor, it is the added ingredients. Now, turmeric by itself is extremely hard for the body to absorb.
Okay.
You can eat the root all day long and you will get no benefits from it because it won't go through the bloodstream. In order for turmeric to actually be bioavailable, so for it to be absorbed and to actually work, it must have black pepper and it must have a healthy fat combined. So our X factor is the black pepper, the healthy fat. We have ginger, cloves, green tea, fennel, ascorbic acid, which gives you the vitamin C. We use the highest grade of cinnamon, which is the true cinnamon, coconut powder, cardamom, kelp, aniseed, and we use the leaf of the stevia plant with vanilla. The other thing to know about turmeric is there is so many different turmeric products on the market. It's understanding. A lot of people will say, I take turmeric with 95% curcuminoids. And it's not the curcuminoids that is the magic bullet. It is the curcumin that is inside of the curcuminoids that really works on releasing the inflammation. And in order for it to really be powerful, it has to be a minimum of 5%. Ours is anywhere from 5% to 7%. And we are heavily governed by Health Canada. So we're always getting tested to ensure that it's a minimum of 5%. And the turmeric the curcuminoid that we actually use is 100%.
You mentioned a couple of things there that caught my attention, and I want to sort of circle back around. But when we talk about, governed by Health Canada, that's really important to know, right? Like, I mean, there's a billion, and maybe I'm exaggerating, but there's a lot of healthcare products on the market. I mean, we get sort of caught up in some things work for some, and some people, and some work, and some don't work for others. What we're amplifying here is that Health Canada actually dug into TurmeriX and said, "Look, we stand behind it," which is pretty powerful to me, right?
And gave us an NPN number as well, right? So our product is, considered a natural product, health product. In Australia, it's actually sitting in a lot of the pharmacies there. So where it comes from, Australia, I think it's in 27 countries right now. It was launched in Canada 5 years ago, sorry, at the Calgary Stampede, which is where I was introduced to it.
Okay, so tell me about that one. You're at the Calgary Stampede.
So I was working previously as a national sales trainer with a large corporation. I was more or less on a sabbatical. I was at the Calgary Stampede with a girlfriend, and it was the very first time that the TurmeriX was launched there. And lo and behold, it was actually somebody I knew that was selling the product. She sold me on the product. I've always been very health conscientious. Just to back up for a second, I was involved in a very serious car accident, which left me, in fact, at the time, I actually had a broken neck.
Okay.
And so it left me with prone to migraines. At the time, I was actually getting Botox injections to relieve the migraines. She had sold me on the fact that the actual turmeric would help with the migraines, with the inflammation, and with the arthritis that was setting in my shoulders and my neck. I kid you not, within 10 days of taking this product, I woke up and I felt different. I really wasn't feeling any pain. That is what sold me on our product. And so I actually contacted the company and said, hey, I'm such a believer in this product. I want to know what I can do to be a sales rep. I became a sales rep. And then about a year later, I became a business development manager with this company.
Like that's pretty magical, right? You dug into, and this is exactly why I stand behind the product too. I use it all the time, and I think it's fantastic. But that's pretty magical to hear that. Like you went through something extremely traumatic that, I mean, we don't even know how to pivot past that. You're kind of going day by day. Okay, I'm going through for Botox injections. I'm doing whatever else there is to help, and then all of a sudden you come across this product that came into your orbit at the right time and the right space, and it had such an impact that your heart says contact this company. Like this is no BS. There's no fluffiness about this. This actually works. It's actually impacted my life, and it needs to get in the hands of so many more people. Wow.
Absolutely. And then I became a sales rep. And basically, I was working through trade shows, so selling the product at trade shows. But not only that, it's the testimonials that we get from our customers, the things that we hear and how it's helped them. And, I've actually been at a trade show where it's not even me, presenting the product or selling the product. It's the customer that's coming back for a new order that is actually selling the people that's around there on the product based on their testimonial.
So I want to back up for a moment because that's extremely important. And I really want our listeners to really gather. There's a big difference, right, between TurmeriX and turmeric, right? And I know you've unpacked that. I want to rewind that slightly because there could be people out there who are already taking turmeric, and maybe it's having an impact, and maybe it's not for the reasons you say. There must also be other things that activate that within the body, otherwise it gets disposed of, right? So
Right.
I want to pivot back to that because try something different. Like, look, this is miraculous. It's actually game changing. And like, so do we what's your take on it? Is it does it replace something? Is it do we add it into sort of the routines? What are you seeing out there? What are people doing?
It can replace things. I mean, for example, it's got a lot of vitamin C. I can recall speaking to a customer that had been undergoing a lot of inflammation, and his doctor had recommended several of these products alone. And he was spending like hundreds of dollars a month because he was getting all of these products, based on his doctor's recommendation. When he actually found this product and realized everything he had been recommended by his doctor, which are all 100% natural, whole food ingredients. And I do want to come back to that, talking about why this product is really, elevated from a lot of other turmeric products. This product gave him everything he needed that his doctor had recommended. Now, when I talked about whole food ingredients, really look at a label. When you're buying a turmeric product, read what's on that label. 90% of the time, it's an extract. It's not a whole food ingredient. Everything we use in our TurmeriX product is 100% whole food ingredients and all natural. No gluten, no GMO, no dairy, and it's peanut free as well. So, it's a very natural product, vegan friendly.
Okay, so we'll pull the handbrake there for a moment. When we talk about extract versus whole food process, extract meaning what? The food is actually been processed.
That's right.
So there's been some sort of
That's right.
processing. Is that?
And it's
Tell me about
not
that.
pure. It's not, it's not pure. Whereas this product is all pure.
So can paint a picture, like what could an extract be? Is there an example of like
Oh
what?
gosh, there's so many products that an extract could be. So an extract is something that is actually processed, as you had mentioned. But that's where, when you look at ingredient labels, it will tell you whether it's an extract or
Mm.
whether it's whole food ingredients. So it'll say turmeric extract, it'll say curcumin extract. But you're looking, what you really want to have in order for it to work like this product does is all natural, all whole food ingredients. That is not an extract.
Well, there's a positive takeaway. So an extract could be observed as, okay, cool. That extract is in there. We're now flipping the script to say an extract is not always what you're looking for, right? If you get a whole food
Exactly.
option, then go with the whole food
Yeah.
option because you've got the holistic approach there.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
And people will often say, are there side effects? And, compared to, and again, prescription medications that can cause, side effects, this, unless you're allergic to turmeric, unless you're allergic to any one of the ingredients, this product is suitable for absolutely everybody.
Mm. Do you like, that's pretty cool when you say it's suitable for absolutely anybody. Do you see a demographic or something specific where most the people are benefit, like a group of people are benefit? Is it athletes? Is it after injury? Or is there something specific?
Well, it really is. It's an anti-inflammatory. So anybody who suffers with any type of pain caused by inflammation, which is most everybody, but also for people that, that are totally pain-free, that have
Mm.
no inflammation, it's a great preventative measure as well. So we see a lot of athletes that find that this actually helps them and they take it on a daily basis. Now, with the turmeric, just like a vitamin, you want to take it every day.
Mm.
When you start off, if you have inflammation, so again, it actually, we give you the preventative, the maintenance, we give you the high inflammation. And if you're very sensitive, like you have digestive issues, there's 3 different ways of taking the product. I started taking it with the high inflammation. I took 2 servings a day for the first 10 days. Most people will notice a change in pain between day 3 and day 7 if they're taking the product the right way. And that means taking it twice a day, for anybody suffering with high inflammation. But we've heard from people that really notice a difference and a change in their pain very quickly.
So this is huge, right? I mean, a lot of our listeners out there are of the construction orientation for construction professionals. This is,
Yeah.
listen, boys and girls, we're beating the heck out of our bodies. We're in highly demanding situations. We're around a lot of toxic environments and things that just really sometimes we don't even know the impacts on our body. Right now we're talking about a product that can really help combat that. And I want to pivot quickly to when you talk about 2 servings a day, because I see, in the background, you've got TurmeriX there displayed, which is beautiful. It comes in pill formation. It comes in powder formation. Talk to me a little bit about that. Talk to me preference, and then, loop in the 2 servings, right?
So each serving is a 3-month supply, Jonathan.
Sure.
These are the capsules. This is the powder. Personally, I do take both. I probably take more capsules than I do powder because I'm always on the go. The only difference between these formulas is it takes 8 minutes longer for the capsules to absorb in the bloodstream. The powder goes directly to the bloodstream. Because of the X factor, because of all of the added ingredients, you're actually getting 100% of the absorption in the powder formula, and you're getting it right away. And that's truly why people do see quick results with our product. With the capsules, for the person that's on the go, that really doesn't like the taste of the powder, because it does have a taste.
Mm-hmm.
I personally like to mix it with my smoothies. When I'm not on the run, when I've got some leisure time at home, I'll put it in my smoothies. I'll do it in a honey lemon shot. There's many variations. The only thing you would not do with this product is cook with it, because you want to keep all the nutrients intact, but you can put it on cooked food, or you can put it in milk or coconut milk or soy milk. And you can put it in your yogurt as well. So there are the two different formulas, but as I mentioned, each container holds a 3-month supply.
Okay,
And you
so
would take 2 servings for the first 7 to 10 days.
what's what's 2 servings look like? Is that 2
So
teaspoons?
2 servings in the capsules is 3 capsules twice daily. 2 servings in the powder is 1 level teaspoon twice daily.
Got it. And so when I pivot back to you for a moment, I heard you say you utilize both. So how do you do so? You take powder.
When I'm at home,
Yeah.
When I'm at home and I have some time, because I'm always on the go and I'm making my smoothies or I'm doing something, I will add the powder formula. But like I said, because I'm on the go and I do travel a lot with my job, I'm always, I take the capsules.
But
So
you're still taking them
having
twice a
taken it
day.
now myself for 5 years, no, I only do it once a day now,
You take it once a day.
because I only
So
need to do it once a day.
so right. Well, there's an interesting thing, right? Like, so the 2 times a day is if when you're really feeling it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody out there listening, like, give it a go. This is actually pretty magical. Try it 2 servings a day for 10 days.
Absolutely.
See how it, affects your digestive system, affects your body at all. You'll see the differences, and then tailor it as you see fit, right? Like, just there's so much there. We beat the heck out of our bodies. We, like, sometimes we take for advantage, we take for granted that we're just going to get up and perform every day. And we know that's not the case. We're talking about a real world product here that is derived from whole foods, that this is not like new. It dates back thousands of years. We've done the science, we've done the research on it. It actually works. It actually works.
It definitely works. I always say to people, this will work for you unless it's sitting on your counter and you're not taking it. Because you do want to be taking it daily, like you would take a vitamin, to give you all the benefits of all of the nutrients.
Yeah, if we haven't already summed it up, there's something that sort of jumps out at me, and I think it's right on the packaging where it says, the root of all good, right? What does that mean to you, and where does that come from?
Basically, it just means that turmeric is a miraculous root that has been around for thousands of years, and when taken properly, and when I stress the word properly, because a lot of people will say, I take turmeric. Well, how do you take your turmeric? I cook with it. What kind of turmeric do you take? I don't know. I buy it in the grocery store. As mentioned earlier, it's not a one size fits all. There are so many things to know about the proper dosage and the proper usage of taking turmeric. Number one, what grade is the turmeric?
Right.
What is the name of the turmeric? Is it the highest grade turmeric that is available? Does it have the drivers that make it activated, to make it absorb into your bloodstream? Because quite honestly, a person could be cooking or even, using the root of a turmeric, but really not getting any benefit because they're not taking it properly.
Yeah, and it's
We see
interesting.
more and more physicians recommending to many of their patients, a high grade turmeric. We sell these, to many doctors. I've sold cases to physicians, to pharmacists. We don't want to retail this product. We have allowed a couple of businesses to have this product on their shelves, but we know that this is an education piece. Again, it's really educating our consumer, as you're doing in this podcast, what there is to know about taking turmeric.
Yeah.
In this case, TurmeriX.
Well, and that's what's magical, right? Because there's that old framework of, I'm already on that supplement, I don't need more of it. Okay, so is your body best utilizing this supplement? These are things we don't always dig into. We assume that, I'm taking a vitamin, and am I getting the right grade, but also am I complementing it with the right things, right? And you've spoken so highly of that makes so much sense that it lands, right? There's a difference between, taking a turmeric pill, and if I'm not giving, if I'm not triggering it with the right catalyst, then it's not going to benefit me to the same regard. Right now, we've talked about it, whether
Absolutely.
pill or powder formation, it's the right composition. This is the thing. And so
a lot of groundwork went into the development of this product. And like I said, it's, it's registered. There's 2 countries that have very strict health regulations. One is Australia, one is Canada.
yeah,
And both of those are highly and widely recognized in each of those countries.
and that's something that's huge, right? Because if we think about the market segment, and we're gonna come full circle to this, because at the start of the conversation we talked about this, like Canada doesn't really get involved in much when it comes to the supplements,
Right.
and so now to actually wholeheartedly stand behind a product, and now I love what you said, where it's in doctors' offices. Like, this is not just another catchy thing. This has been around, it's been tested. Like, this is the product that, if you actually suffer from inflammation, which we all do, and you want to feel better, which we all do, and you want to reduce your illnesses, which we all do, again, it's right in front of us. It's right in front of us. Is there any, for those that are sort of still listening going, guys, I just don't know, is there another hugely impactful story that comes to mind that sort of resonates with you, of a miraculous story where a customer called you and said, here's where I was before and here's where I am now? And
if I can just read a couple of these testimonials to you. So again, I just spoke to a customer yesterday. Just like you, Jonathan, you started taking the product, and you had reached out to us and you had asked us, about the TurmeriX product because it was working for you. But here's just a couple of testimonials. This guy's name is Bob, and he says, great stuff, that TurmeriX. This is great stuff. I use it every day in the recommended maintenance dose. I mix it with some fruit powder in a glass of water. I have arthritis in my finger joints and find it helps to relieve pain and swelling. Nothing can stop Arthur once it gets started, but I believe TurmeriX has slowed down the progression considerably. Here's another one from Irene. Met at Edmonton Home Show. Purchased TurmeriX powder. Very helpful with immune system, pain, and sleep. Ordered powder for me and capsules for my son. Love, love, love this product. Another one from Antonia. I have inflammatory arthritis with very high levels of inflammatory markers. After taking TurmeriX for 3 days, my swelling has decreased and my pain has decreased by about 80%. I recommend this product with anyone with inflammatory problems. This was recommended by a good friend, and I'm in debt to her for this recommendation. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. Great taste and quality. Now, not everybody's going to say it's the great taste. So, like I said, some people like the taste, some people do not. Ironically, again, this is a little test. When I'm actually sampling, when I'm out in the public and I'm doing a live demonstration, I could give it to 3 people, and 3 people will give me a different reaction.
Yep.
Because what it does, you may have higher acidity levels in your body. Therefore, you will find it very bitter tasting. If you're more alkaline, you'll find it very sweet tasting, because this works on the pH balance in your system as well. And that's why it's good for people with high digestive issues. Now, here's one that I think is really important to note. It's migraine relief, which was my issue. I have been taking TurmeriX for over a year now, and I cannot believe the difference it has made in my migraines. I am completely off the daily prescription medication that I have been on for over a decade. Completely changed how I manage my migraines. Thank you, TurmeriX. I can go on and on, Jonathan, but if there's one I'd like to read, is one that I received yesterday. It works. I bought TurmeriX because I have a lot of inflammation in my back that causes me pain on a daily basis. TurmeriX did not do anything for my back, but it unexpectedly really helped with the pain in my hands. Every morning when I wake up, my knuckles and joints in my hands hurt, and I'm not able to clench a fist for a while. I was told I had rheumatoid arthritis. Within a couple of doses of TurmeriX, The pain in my hands have completely gone away. I'm able to clench a fist when I wake up in the morning. It works so well and so quickly on my hands. I imagine it is keeping a lot of other aches and pains at bay. And in saying that, I can remember a couple of years ago at the Stampede, actually, a woman, because it's a 10-day show. A woman had arthritis so bad and she loves to garden, and her hands, they would not fully close. They were like claws. She went and she actually started taking it. Within the end, by the end of the show, the 10-day show, she came back and was making a fist and literally sold this product to everybody that was standing at my booth, and showed them what it had done for her in less than a week. Again, all I can say is try it. It works.
That's magical, right? For anybody who's on who was on the fence, like, I hope we've just knocked you off. Like that two things there, right? The Stampede, in 10 days, you've got this woman who was so passionate about something, and think of the psychological impacts where she's not able to enjoy her passion, right? And she's tried a whole bunch of different things, and she hasn't tried everything yet, comes across TurmeriX, and voila, here we go. And the one before, which was, it was striking a real emotional chord with me, because there was a woman who was talking about her back, and hey, it didn't necessarily impact there, but she saw residual impact. She saw other areas, and getting off, like, that's mind blowing. Imagine what it's like to sort of give your body a break from whatever medications you're on.
Absolutely.
And reduce this is it. We're human beings. We have choices to make the right choices. Look, I'm here because I wholeheartedly believe in this product. Like, I'm not here to stand behind things and just sort of endorse. I actually believe in it wholeheartedly. And look at me, we're here because there's thousands of other people out there who have seen similar or greater results, to say, you want that inflammation, folks. This is like the biggest pain point for most. And as we age in life, I love those stories. Oh, I can't close my, no kidding, right? Because we put our bodies through so many things. At some point, your body's going to push back. So why not provide the right assets to complement our bodies? So thank you, Linda.
Absolutely. And like I said, everybody at some point in time will suffer with some form of inflammation.
Sure.
That is, and like you said, with age, it just progresses.
Yeah. This has been magical. This has been exciting. How do people get in touch with you? How do people get their hands on the product? Tell us all the info.
So number one, when anybody wants to order, they can go onto our website. When they use the code people first in capitals, that will give them a discount of $10 off of our website price, as well as free shipping. So the code to use, like I said, in capital letters, is people first.
Right.
Our website is www.buyturmerix.ca in Canada, www.buyturmerix.us in the United States. And that's basically, of course, we are a Calgary-based company. We have an office in Country Hills Landing.
Beautiful. Thank you. And
we are the exclusive distributor of TurmeriX for North America.
Thank you for that. And for all those listening, not to worry, all this information will be in the show notes. We'll have a discount code posted in the show notes. So not to worry, get your hands on the product. Strongly suggest you do. Highly recommend this to everybody out there. We beat our bodies up tremendously. Let's give back to our bodies, and let's do it the right way. Linda, thank you for this. This has been magical. I truly appreciate your time.
My pleasure, Jonathan. The more people that we can educate on the proper use of a health great product, absolutely.
Thank you. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out to the end. Look, if that didn't push you off the fence, then I'm not sure what else it's going to take. We all have inflammation. We all want to feel better. Our bodies age, things change, and truthfully, we beat the hell out of our bodies. So my only question to you is, what the hell are you waiting for? TurmeriX. Use code capitals people first. Again, the code is people first, all capitals. Save $10 and you get free shipping. The link will be right in the show notes. Super simple for you. Give it a shot. Everything else you think you've tried, you have not tried TurmeriX. Look, I'm telling you, I take it daily. I take the powder now. In fact, I'm actually going to start to consume the capsules because I didn't even think about when Linda talks about when you're on the go. I sort of just let it slip. But why the hell am I doing that? We beat the hell out of our bodies, especially when we're traveling, especially when we're on the go. If powder is your thing, cool. If capsules is your thing, do it. All I'm suggesting to you is try something new. Your body will thank you. My goodness, that's what we're here for. Like, make a difference. Flip the script in the way it's always been done. Never mind all the other stuff, chemicals, processed foods, everything we shove into our bodies and then expect our bodies to perform. And when we wake up and we're stiff and we're sore and arthritis kicks in and the joints hurt and everything else, please do yourself a favor. TurmeriX will help solve that problem. Buy it. Get it. Give it a shot. TurmeriX. People first, all capitals. Do yourself a favor. Get it for anybody else in your life that you think can benefit. I can think of a variety of people that immediately will have reduced joint pain. And this is it, man. This is it. Thanks for being here to the end. Super exciting. Great takeaways. Chat next time.